of opportunities to sink. Thus far, that hasn't happened. They're looking for answers both on the sidelines and in the huddle looking at each other.
And that is incomplete.
But you got to think that sooner or later, they're going to hit one of those, but the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. Here's Hardman to return.
Offside, defense.
Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
On first down, Brady. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
Fuck up, son. We're all right. Just call the call. We're going to play it. Come on now.
Maybe a front. Penalty there because he's picked them apart.
They've tried their best to get to him and haven't done it successfully. A penalty as a result of that hit there.
From midfield, here's Brady. He's got it complete to Gronkowski. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
First down. First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Brady now on first down. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
Brady's pass.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect him to have more completions to him.
And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Chris Jones, his second sack of the night. The sack backs him up 3rd and long. Tough challenge for Brady and the Bucs. From the gun, it's Brady. And he's going to go down again. Looks like a 9-yard loss. And it also brings up 4th. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, 1-play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. DeMarcus Robinson with his 3rd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And this offense continues to pour it on.
And this is obviously quite a performance. And most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out wide catching it, and he's done exactly that. Truly leading his team right now towards victory.
3 touchdown catches. He's been the headliner. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. From the 6. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Again, we see Tom Brady and the Bucs set to take over. So, Charles, there are the numbers. What's happened here? Defensive adjustments that's caused him to sort of fall off a bit?
I think so. That has to happen. You've got to make some changes because in the first half, they were pretty effective. But the second part is sometimes when you're doing really well, you get a
big seam, and he might go all the way. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Chris Godwin his second touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Bucs are able to get a score back.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, one by land, two by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that into the broadcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They'll try and get the running game going with Bell. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And that is caught for the touchdown, Kansas City. Demarcus Robinson with a record 4th Super Bowl touchdown tonight. And the Chiefs just continue to pour it on. And let's count them up now. 1, 2, 3, 4 touchdown receptions for him in this game.
And just one shy of the NFL record. What a great performance. Going up and catching the football, creating space, and finding the end zone. That's what it's all about.
Butker now to kick this one away. This one taken just inside the 10. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Bucs take over.
The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Brady and the Bucs now with a 1st and 10 at their own 26. He'll set up the throw from the gun. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there, 22. And he's certainly been a huge factor in this one. He's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the 1st.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again. Brady looking middle, and it's incomplete.
Brady's pass.
I want to go back to something you said in the first quarter about winning.
Is it a positive?
It is a positive.
Okay.
About winning the turnover battle. As a visiting team, as an underdog, you were right. They've done just that, and look where it's gotten them. And now a fumble. Brady loses the football.
Patrick Mahomes sacked.
Offensively lucky they were able to keep the football, but now a 4th down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. 1, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But 2, being able to punt it changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there. Now your defense has to go onto the field and try and hold. Instead, they get a little breathing room.
There he goes right side. And he will score. Touchdown, Kansas City. That'll go down as an 84-yard punt return. And the Chiefs have got it on cruise control.
Harrison Butker on for the point after.
Well, it certainly feels like that kind of game, doesn't it? No matter what they do, it's going to work. That might be the absolute crusher right there. A punt return for a touchdown.
Feels like there's been a lot of crushers in this game. This lead just gets bigger. Extra point right down the middle. And that will extend this big lead.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
So after surrendering the punt return for a score, let's see what they can do in turn on this kickoff. From the 10. Now a hit and a loose football. Still going inside the 30.
Recovered by the kicking team.
And that one is his 2nd fumble loss. Not a good look out of your return man.
And not only does he hurt the momentum for his team or even change momentum of the game, but now they've got a decision to make on his own sideline. Does he continue to do that? Do you keep him in that role, or do you bring someone else in at this time?
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Going deep here for Watkins. And he's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs. Sammy Watkins, his 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Takes it at the 7. And able to get this out to the 25.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And it's becoming more and more apparent that this is just not going to be their night. That Lombardi trophy so close, but the expectations simply have not matched the results as they start on this drive 1st and 10. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. And now a fumble. Brady loses the football.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
Brady on target there to Godwin. Now the ball comes
right
loose,
down
and it's picked up by the Chiefs. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line.
You've had to put up with me in this booth. I'm going to try and be simple this time and succinct. It simply has not been their night.
No, I think that fumble's kind of indicative of how this whole evening's gone, isn't it?
Without a doubt. I mean, they've tried, but nothing is ever really taken throughout the game. That's why they're down so big.
2nd and 10 now from the 27. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Down to the 25. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've hit 4 and 7. This is 3rd and 8.
3rd down.
Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
After the field goal, here's Butker to kick it away. From the 10. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
Brown on the return. The Bucs take over 1st and 10. At their own.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Those Super Bowl hopes that they had really dwindling now here in the 4th quarter. That NFC crown that they got 2 weeks ago seems like a distant memory as they have been outplayed tonight. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 2nd and very short. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And Brady's throw there, incomplete. The intended target was Chris Godwin, and that'll make it 3rd down.
It's now 3rd down and less than a yard.
From the gun, Brady. And that will be incomplete.
They'll probably spend a little extra time dissecting the game film after this one. I think the part of their plan was to hit them over the top with the deep ball. They've been unsuccessful all night.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback.
20-yard line.
Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. And they are trying to play it cool down on the sidelines, but they know that they are very close now to wrapping this thing up and letting the celebration begin. A Super Bowl title within reach now as they try to polish this thing off. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And on that last play there, he's over 400. That's caught inside the 20. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. It's been quite the game for him individually. A trio of touchdown catches now.
So pick a route, any route. Whatever you want him to run, he's going to do it and do it well and end up in the end zone. This has really been fun to watch.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This one taken just inside the 10. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
Brown on the return. The Bucs take over 1st and 10. At their own.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left because victory.
Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and it's picked up by the Chiefs. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. These defenses have become so opportunistic, and no matter what you're playing, in this case wide receiver, you got to be careful.
Certainly do, because there is a phrase in today's football that we use all the time, completing the process of the catch.
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Well, there's just about a minute left in this game, and they're still taking it into the end zone, and you know they could have taken a knee there. But they decided to play this one all the way out, and I think their philosophy is, we're going to give you everything we've got. If we just go ahead and take a knee now, we're actually showing you disrespect that way, like taking pity on you. They're not about to do that to their opponent.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. From the 10. And a penalty marker's down on the field. And they might be backing up a bit here to start the drive. Of course, they had the option, and they choose to not take the penalty.
They like the results of the play that they just ran, and they elect to let them stand.
On 1st and 10, here's Brady. Drops it to Jones in the flat. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a 1st down.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. And they get 17 more on that one and another 1st down. And it's a fumble. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. It's a foot race. The 20, 10, and that might just submit it. A return for a late touchdown.
Touchdown, Kansas City.
And what we just saw, very, very rare. We only had 5 of those in the first 50 Super Bowls.
The biggest stage, the big